Good morning, folks. Going to take a little ride this morning. Starting Rock Hill, go to Newport, go over to Lake Wiley, then over to Clover, mess around over there a little bit, over to Filbert and York. Spend some time in York another day. 49 over to Lockhart, and back in 322, back to McConnell's, and back to Rock Hill.
Okay, here we are on the way. Going to the big city of Clover. Not Clover. Not a huge downtown area. If you look on the right, there's the old train murals on the wall, which had a big part to do with starting Clover way back in 1887. You can read about it. Stop the tape here. Downtown, there's a nice little restaurant. I usually go eat lunch. Of course, now with the virus on, they're not open. And this is leaving the city of Clover. A lot of old mills. As a matter of fact, coming up on the left here is this huge building that used to be a mill. And I've been talking about redoing it, but either condos or something, but I haven't seen anything yet. There's an old mill headquarters building right on the left too. And plenty of old churches. Right into the countryside, beautiful countryside in the area. Going towards Sharon. That's just another little old country church. This stuff looks a whole lot better if you actually go yourself and you got a 360 view and just look around and enjoy the scenery and the calmness and everything. Ahead is the old warehouse. Rita Hill's Mercantile. Built in 1913, way out here in the middle of nowhere. Sharon has about 600 population, but they sold everything from plows to buggies and so on. There's a museum in Sharon too that's open on the weekends sometimes. You can check, but it's just a nice old museum. Okay, here's downtown Sharon. Now, don't blink your eye. You might miss it. But hey, a fun place to walk around, take a few pictures if you're into cameras. That's a nice little restaurant. Ate there here about 2 or 3 months ago. And this is the old bank. That was the only bank that survived the Depression in the area, but bought out by Southern Bank or somebody and then went out of business. Check out what the guy's doing to the little girl over there. No comments, bad comments. Okay, also old cotton gin. I'm going to try to get in there one of these days. Up on the left is a Baptist church. Ham radio friend of mine, Ralph Felix, used to be the preacher there. Every time I go by there and think about him, he's one of the nicest guys I ever knew. He retired and moved off somewhere. And leaving the big city there, back to the countryside. Okay, we're riding down 49, by the way, which is really a nice road all the way to Spartanburg if you ever want to get out of town and ride for a little while. Gas station on the left, coming up on the bridge, the new bridge they're building in Lockhart. Spent a whole ton of money. They tore down the old bridge, but it was well worth it. If you saw the old bridge, it was getting kind of shaky, I think, and had to repair it a lot here lately. This is the bridge crossing over the canal. That was the Broad River, by the way, and this is the Broad River Canal. So we're gonna go down next to the park, down where the old walking bridge was. Well, still is, but not used anymore, obviously. This was pretty much built as a mill village. I mean, that's it. There were some gigantic churches here. And of course, a gigantic parking lot for the people that used to come to it. I think population's about 500 now. The Bell is in the city park, which is right next to the church. I'd love to go in there sometime. I bet it's really nice. This is the old steps going over the or the bridge, the walking bridge, or go over the canal. And of course the rotary gate. So I guess you couldn't leave in a hurry if you wanted to, or vice versa. I'm not sure how it worked, but it was definitely a footbridge. Everybody from there. This is where the old mill used to be. They tore everything down but the smokestack. And this is an aerial I took a little while ago. If anything ever looked like a mill village, I think this thing does. I think this was taken about a year ago, but hadn't changed much except maybe parts of the old bridge are still there. And you're leading down to the powerhouse. Now, this is a little road leading up by the canal to the dam area. Another church on the right. One thing they didn't like was a whole lot of churches. I met a few people here once in a while. Real nice, friendly folks. And enjoyed their time there. Now I'm taking this big old riding the Goldwing, in case I didn't say so. I'm taking it off. Dirt gravel road here that goes to where the dam is. And the dam was actually built the canal was expanded and the dam was built in 1893 and 94 in that era. And it actually supplies water to the powerhouse, which was owned by Milliken, which supplied power to the mill, and then supplied power to the local community. It's going by the high school, which is closed now. I think they probably all go to Union. And just a back road, getting back up on Highway 9. Left here, we'll go back down into Lockhart. Well, no, I think I decided to make a quick stop. That's right. I saw all these little pretty flowers on the side of the road and everything. Kind of hard to stop, so there I was. I actually had left the GoPro running. Didn't mean to, but that worked out okay. So here's a little picture of me with the camera looking around. Finding, I guess these are goldenrods or whatever. Not the prettiest flower, but they're kind of nice to look at. And all these little flowers. Just as you go by at 60 miles an hour, you really need to stop and smell the roses, as they say. A little waterfall. Okay, it's not much, but it's kind of cute. And back on the bike again, and down the road we go. Because this was just outside of Lockhart. A lot of buildings built on the hill here, and you can see the walls keep the earthwork back. Big Y here. If I was to turn around 180, I'd go to Union, South Carolina. Love reading the message on that sign. big walls, and telling the trucks there's a little bit of a decline, and they tell the trucks to use lower gears. They've been working on this bridge about 2 years. I think they're going to finish it one of these days. So it was about that time in the afternoon I decided I wanted to stop and get me a Nutty Buddy. That's one of my favorite things. Every once in a while I splurge and I get a big old Nutty Buddy ice cream thing. Sometimes you can't say they're kind of hard to find, but makes for a nice little break. And have my Nutty Buddy, all that, make sure wiped everything down so we'll pass the virus along. And here we go, we'll take a left again. And a friend of mine wanted me to get down on it a little bit and find out the RPM, so I did, going up the hill. Kind of really not, I mean the bike runs good, but yeah, it's not a race bike, it's just a fun touring bike. This is getting going towards McDonald, which is another little population of about 300. It's not even really a town, it's more of a community. I did have to stop here and take some pictures, some more of the flowers on the side of the road. And Lacey's Ford, you can stop the video for a second if you want to read all about it, but I find these signs kind of interesting. And beautiful countryside. I mean, just really nice. And off we go again towards McDonald's. And a farm tractor supply place on the left, which is not unusual. They have a tractor show here once a year. They used to have all these antique tractors and all that come out. That's another nice thing to visit. I actually did some work for a church out here on the right. I didn't quite see it now. And then we do the quick dog leg here in McDonald's. Like I said, it's the big city. It's more of a community. A couple of filling stations and a restaurant or two on down the road. If you went straight, you went on to York, but we're going right, going back towards Rock Hill. And this is the world famous McDonald's highway. McDonald's, I guess, you know, and so here we are coming back into Rock Hill, and you're gonna head back home. Thanks a lot for riding along. I enjoyed it. Get out there and try it yourself sometime.